Hello, everybody. Hope y'all are doing good this Saturday. After I was getting done closing out the other reading, a little bit during it, the Spirit gave me a whole nother channel for you guys completely. And what I had wrote down in that channel is, may they reap the benefits of their lies. And I immediately heard, it was from an old affirmation I wrote, all the lies that you have been giving me, I blocked that. No wonder you're constipated. And it's also, I put it in a little tarot card as well. Trying not to burn myself up in this incident here, I say. Um, and it just feels like you feel like you have not been getting told the truth. Somebody is not telling you the truth. There is something hidden that you don't know that is currently affecting you mentally. You feel like you don't have all the information, and it's like something in your gut is like, something is not right here. Something don't smell right in the kitchen. Okay? It's not functioning the way that it should. It's not working the way that it should. Somebody is not telling me all that needs to be told. Um at all. And you feel like you're lost and you don't know, but it's like you do know. You're like, I do know something ain't right. I do know something is not amiss. And with this, may they reap all the lies that have been told. Thank you, Spirit. Benefits is like, I want them. I want them to recognize that their lives lead them nowhere. That their falsehood, their false character, I'm hearing this false reciprocity, false reciprocity. I can't even say the word. It's not being reciprocated. Thank you. False reciprocation. Thank you, because we got to say it's not even letting me say the other word. It's like you're not. It's like you feel lackluster. You feel something inside of you has shifted, and it's opening your eyes more. And with this, may they reap the benefits of their lives. It's like, I'm not going to try to super sleuth it. I'm not about to be a spy. I'm not about to be a fucking detective. I'm not about to do any of those things. I know you're lying to me. I know something is not being fully told. I know you are trying to shift it to make yourself see. It's like they're trying to shift it to make it seem like themselves self is something different than what they are, truly than what they are. And it's like, I know you're lying to me. It's just like, it gets to the point, it's like, why are you lying to me? Why are you telling me this? Why are you acting this way? Even the way that they act is like, this isn't really you. This isn't who you are. Like, I know you. This something is not right in the way that that's going, in the way that that's being. Okay. And you're like, I want to know what the hell is going on. I need to know what the hell is going on. Um, but I'm not going to worry about figuring out what the hell is going on at all. May you reap the benefit of your lies, and not the lies of, oh, I got this. It's like, it's showing out. It's like when we walk through the mall with them diamond testers, and they like, yeah, it's real, and then it's not real. It's like, why are you lying? The truth always comes out because it's the only thing that can be proven. The truth will always come out because it is the only thing that can be proven, the only thing that can be tested. It's like, okay, so now tell me, where do you do? It's like, oh yeah, I got this. It's like, that is what can be relied on. Lies lead into confusion. Lies lead to doubt. Lies lead into mass destruction of sanity. And I feel like you are recognizing that. It's like when somebody tells you something like, mm-mm, or when they do something, it's like, And it's like the math is not mathing. The math is not mathing at all for what you're saying and what you're doing. And not walking it how you're truly talking it. You just open this, yeah, but then I didn't want to. And I always feel like people are like, the truth hurts. Nobody really wants to know the truth. The truth does not hurt. People are just really accustomed to lies. But if the truth was told a whole lot more and a whole lot frequently, where people like, oh, they can't handle it. No, you can't handle the truth because you don't want to deal with the consequences of the truth. I need to deal with the consequences of the truth and ask you because either way, it's going to come out. So just tell me, just let me know. And it feels like it is weighing on your heart and your mind quite heavy in this situation. And just like, I'm not understanding it. And it's causing a rift in your relationship, in your life. Let's go ahead and get these cards out. It's, Amir, why didn't you just tell me? Why didn't you just let me know? I could have handled it. I could have did this. I could have set that up. Like all that. All that. Why didn't you just let me know? What the hell? I always got candle wax or some shit on my stuff. Yeah, you separated from this person for sure. This is their energy. This is yours. Thank you, Spirit. You separated from this person for, or you are starting to separate from this person. You're not telling them as much. You're not letting them in as deep. You are recognizing that when they tell you things, it's almost like secondhand false information. I'm hearing. It's like this ain't even real. So yeah, it's like you want. It's like may they reap the benefits of their lives. May they reap the benefits of their life. That's gonna be a card. I'll tell you that. What the hell? She was a little loud. Okay. So being able to take that in. I'm gonna get into these cards very quickly. But it's just it feels like you are recognizing like this person, oof, they want from you what they feel like they can't give themselves. So they feel like they gotta manipulate. They got to be condescending, backhanded compliments. They have to leave you out of certain things so that way they feel like they can have a true opportunity. It's all these things, just like it's so much of it being like, huh? And it's almost like silly lies as well. It's like silly lies are just like, well, that's not, oh yeah, well, it was a joke. It was a joke. I was kidding. And we're like, no, if I wouldn't have said nothing, you would have just let that shit ride. You would have just let that shit rock. And I'm hearing, cards and people, please stop flipping over. I'm hearing you're over it. You're very over it. You're done with it. You have been done with it for some time. You're just like, I want them to trip up on their words so much. Oh, that felt good. I want them to trip up on their words so much. So we're going to read their energy and then we'll read yours. We have the timing just wasn't right for us. This is the hidden truth. The timing just wasn't right for us. And I feel like this is because they weren't at a time where they were, or currently even right now, where they're recognizing they're, let me say it, Spirit, help me. Ashe. They're not ready to be themselves. They're not ready to take accountability. They're not ready to learn. They're not ready to be on the forefront of possibly embarrassment, of just even being seen. The timing just wasn't right for us because the time wasn't right for them. They feel like it's not the right time for them to be them, for them to truly be expressive, for them to truly be open, for them to truly be vulnerable. They feel like it's not the right time. It's not the right moment. It's not, no. Because they have, I look for you everywhere. And I feel like not only do they look for you because they know that they can't lie to you, it's like you call them out or you just like, or you say something, it's like you don't let shit slide. But it's gotten to a point where it's like, I'm tired of either calling out the lies, of questioning the lies, of all this stuff. It's just like, I'm over it. And they look for you everywhere because they recognize that you were a perfect two-way mirror for them. And I didn't want to say regular, I wanted to say a two-way mirror because they felt, like I said, you like, I'm not a detective. And they feel like they're in an interrogation room, but in all honesty, they still have to look at themselves when they're in there. So whether you're behind the other side of the glass or not, they're looking for you everywhere. When they're, I'm seeing them like pacing around an interrogation room, like, can I say it? I can't say it. Like, is the cameras off? Can I? It's like they're not even comfortable being themselves around themselves because they are starting to believe their own lies. You know, they're starting to believe their own false contradictions or contradictions, period. And living in such a falsehood, they don't even know how to tap into reality. And they felt very close with you with this hidden truth. They feel very close, but it's like a two-way mirror where they're like, okay, somebody has to be on the other side asking me questions or seeing me or this and that. It's like, but no, it is all honesty, them in that room alone, and they cannot stand to see or look at themselves in a way that whatever is over there is reflecting bad into themselves. That is so crazy because it's a light shining, reflecting through a small sliver of a crack of this brick wall, and it's almost blinding. And that is like, I feel like that's them. They're seeing a small silver crack that's blinding them, and they're not recognizing that that is their truest self that they have bricked up. That is their vulnerability, their rawness, their quirkiness, their confusion, even their doubts, their fears, their where everything is like almost behind a brick wall. Like I said, it's like they feel like they're trapped in something, but the door is wide open. And they feel like since they lie to themselves so easily and they can easily believe their own lies, they are okay with lying to others. But you weren't okay with that. You aren't okay with that. And you're calling out like, isn't that? Well, didn't you? Well, weren't you? And you're like, I'm done. For me, I don't call people out on their lies. They know when they're lying. I just don't fuck with them no more. I don't deal with them no more, or I separate. And I feel like you just, that's where you are, like, you know you're lying. I'm not gonna keep doing it. I used to like consider like, okay, like what didn't she say? Well, was it? Well, no, okay then. So why would you tell me that to me? It's just like I'm going to remove myself because when those words came out your mouth, you knew it was a lie. You were just comfortable with it because you're comfortable with lying to yourself. I believe I wrote something years ago. It should be in my text. Let me turn this brightness up real quick. Hell, there we go. I'll be texting myself a lot of food recipes. I'm fucking hilarious. Okay. I wrote one that puts on a show. Texas to my ex. It's funny. One that puts on a show for the world can act. One that puts on a show for their loves is a liar. One that puts on a show for themselves is hurt. And I feel that deeply for them because they have, I fear that you will reject me. And you have. That is, they're in the shadows. They fear that you will reject them because they have rejected themselves. They feel like every thought is an intrusive thought. Every feeling is bad because they don't know how to be truly comfortable with themselves. So they're okay with sitting comfortably in lies because it's not anything tangible, not anything they have to be stood on, not anything that's they feel like is real or serious. And we have an in-between card between two's energy where it's like I'm starting to understand our connection. They're starting to understand what it meant in their life to have you, and you're understanding what it meant in your life to have them. I was understanding, like, I'm not, you healed through that too. Like, I'm not here to coax anybody into being themselves, into being honest with themselves, vulnerable, real, and raw. I'm not here to do that if they're not even willing to do it with themselves either, or first. And you're over it because you have, I feel you even though we are apart. It's a healing motion for you with this hidden truth. I feel you even though we're apart, but it's also this understanding energy of like, why would they do that? It's almost a little bit of confusion of like, I want to figure it out, but I'm over it. You feel their energy because you guys just spend some time, but it's just like, I want the best for you. I want it amazingness, or I wanted calm energy. I wanted you to be you for you. I just wanted you to be you for you, whether I was still in your life or not. But the fact that you couldn't be you for you, you could never be you for me. And so he's like, I feel you even though we're apart because you're recognizing the part that you played in there was also healing to you and possible wounds that you had with dependency issues of being such a hero, such a savior. Let me be at the forefront. Let me take on the load. Let me do this. And it's a recognition that I don't, that's not my job. The hidden truth is that's not my job. And you recognize that's, I can't take on everybody else's world, everybody else's mindset, and all these things. It makes no sense for me at all. We also have with the in the shadows, I know you're watching me. And they are because they look for you everywhere. They can be watching your socials. They can be reading old text. They can be, I'm hearing, doing drive-bys by your house. Are they there? Me, if I just go knock on the door. And you're recognizing this energy, and that's also what's kind of pulling on your energy. It's like you feel them as well because they're looking for you. They're searching for you in other people and also in themselves, which is going to lead them to their own discovery. We have I am not available. Like I said, you're not available to this anymore. You're like, may they reap the benefits of their lives. And I feel like the benefits of their lives is also not only I'm hearing a tower moment for them, a reverse tower moment. Not the upright where they're expecting the change, or where it's just like it's going to have to knock them on their ass. Where they have to realize it wasn't a tower to begin with. It wasn't even built. You're not available to the lies anymore, whether it's with them or with anybody. You're like, I'm not, when I see it, I'm calling out once, or when I see it, I'm moving around, or when I see it, because again, this is a healing moment for you as well to recognize I am not a fucking hero. I'm not your assistance, like the government. I'm not here. I'm not available. Yeah, they took the easy way out with the lies. Very easy way out. They took the easy way out, yet they look for you everywhere because, like I said, it's like they're pacing in a two-way mirror. Yeah. So I'm going to pull from the bottom. I need to focus on my healing, and that's what you're doing. You're healing from, again, not saying it's easy to recognize that somebody's been lying to you. Somebody's not being truthful. Whether it be stupid, petty lies, like you didn't even have to tell me that lie. Like I didn't even ask. It's kind of like whether it is or whether you did ask or whether it's this continuous motion, whatever it is, it's like I need to focus on my healing. Not only from the lies that I was told or from my dependency to be around people that felt so comfortable to do that to me. With no shame or fault to myself because I can't control another fucking human. Yeah. And you find a messages for it. Huh. And you find a messages for this way. You do not need to fall on the floor. You fall on the floor. I need to do what? This is their energy. I wish things could be different. Honestly, this is middle energy. This is kind of both of you guys' energy. They wish things could be different. You wish things could have been different. They wish they wouldn't have been able to be as vulnerable with you as they want to be with themselves. And they wish things were different with themselves. And so that's why they also took the easy way out. Well, yeah, I'm wearing myself and my word to forget you. This is their energy. Again, they're afraid with facing it. That's why we also, at the time, just wasn't right for us because they're afraid to face themselves. So they're burying themselves in their work and their projects and social relationships going out and whatever it is, they're burying themselves to forget you because you were that two-way mirror. You were on the other side speaking to them while they were in the room looking at themselves. And now there's nobody else on the other side that's going to call them out. There could be, but right now at this moment, it's like, oh shit. Oh shit. We have, I am becoming a better person and we are not right for each other. We have that over here for you. We are not right. You recognize that. And you're holding on to that and you're realizing that. Like this wasn't anything that should have been happening to me, with me. We're not right for each other. Of course the timing wasn't right. The timing will never be right when somebody's lying. When somebody isn't being real, when somebody isn't being authentic, when somebody isn't comfortable in their own skin, and it will never be the right time. I cannot love you enough for you to start loving yourself if you don't truly want to. If you're continuously putting on a show, putting on an act, putting on a lie, right? The further understanding for I'm starting to understand. Connection. Understanding. Connection. Yes, I'm to stay for this reading. All right. So I wanted to better understand if I'm starting to understand our connection, because to understand something, let's go ahead and dive in and fully understand it. So the first card that came out was plans. Can we please make plans to get together soon? And the reason why this is in the middle, again, because it's the understanding the connection, which is also in the middle, but it's this, like I said, when you were like, may they reap the benefits of their lives, like I said, they're getting in their tower moment. They're getting this hit moment. They're getting this one where it's like, holy shit. They were right. And that's why they're also looking for your word, because it's like it's slowly starting to seep in. You were sometimes being in people's life, you can block their karma. You can block their karma. You can take it on. You can hold that in. All that stress, that worry, that confusion, that anxiety of dealing with the lies, helping them with the lies, all that was taken on their karma, because they were supposed to be feeling that, so that way they can shift and change. All that fear, can I not want to truly express themselves, maybe confusing, like that was no. Okay. So, can we please make plans to get together soon? I feel like they're going to reach out to you. And that is going to be completely up to you if you want to take that in or not. Not here to steer nobody here, I'm not just giving information, okay? Can we make plans to get together soon? That'll be up to you. Completely up to you, whether you want to do that or not. Right under that as well, for I'm starting to understand our connection, we have empathy. I will provide emotional support and always try to understand you. This is your energy. You're not gonna lose yourself because somebody lied, somebody wasn't real, somebody wasn't themselves, because you understand that they weren't even being honest with themselves. And so you're recognizing that with empathy, again, with your healing. Like I said, this is your understanding of if you want to or not. You're recognizing like, oh, slowing down a little bit. You're recognizing I can have empathy, but I don't have to be in contact with you. I understand why you possibly may be doing this, but I don't need to be around it. I understand why you're doing this, and I do want to be around it again, and it's going to be up to you. On top of the I wish things could be different, we have brag. I can't wait to tell you the amazing thing that happened to me. Their life is shifting and they're about to be on the forefront. The spotlight is going to be on them. And I'm hearing what they're going to brag about. I'm not here. I'm not One of those people that's like, I hope they, but no, it's just what they're going to be bragging about. I'm just hearing crumble. I'm just hearing crumble. I wish things would be different. That brag, I want to tell you, I'm just hearing crumble. It is crumbling beneath their feet. Okay? We also got unsolicited advice, and that was on their side for I buried myself. The timing wasn't right. I took the easy way out to look for you everywhere. We have unsolicited advice. I'm certain I know best. I'd hate to say I told you so. Because they, again, and they're in this two-way mirror. They got their whole true self blocked up. So of course they feel like they know the best. But with it being on top of everything that is really hidden, this is how they act. Like they know everything, they understand everything, they got a hold on everything. They're a quick learner. So they feel like they can lead, guide, and give information and help in other people's lives, unsolicited. And of course, they say the best way to, just loosely say this quote, the best way to expect the future is to plan your future, is to work with your future. And so if a person is streaming and creating lies, of course they're going to feel like they told you so because it's a lie. It's not real. That's why I said, I'm certain I know best. I hate to say I told you so. And it's like, again, this manipulation. Lies are manipulation. They're not truth. They're not real. Oh, I fear that you reject me. We got greed. This person enjoyed being here. And like I said, I feel like with this, it says, I'm pursuing wealth and power with no regard for ethical or moral boundaries. Like I said, with you being in their life, in their energy, you are blocking their karma. You're taking it on. You're delaying their karma. They're greedy with your energy. They're greedy with your time. Because again, it allows them to, look at themselves, but they only hearing you. That two-way mirror. We got positive, which is on your side for I'm not available and I need to focus on my healing. It was right on top of that. My intentions are pure and I only want to improve your life. This is you and was you, but you're recognizing I need to take this positive energy, my positive self, and not only put it in my own healing and not being available to people that aren't truly even available to themselves, but I can give that to people that are. Because when you have a goodbye, the time has come to part ways. Like I said, if you haven't left this person yet, you are slowly doing so. You're not telling them as much. You're not around them as much. You're not calling them out as much. And they're noticing it too because they're like, it's almost like they're looking at you like, did they catch that? You caught it. And you're just like, may they reap the benefits of their lives. May they understand that what they're doing is out of their own hurt, but if they're not even willing to look at their hurt to heal it, I cannot. I cannot do that. That is not something I can force on anyone, to anyone. And you're taking it in slow strides, but with them looking for you everywhere, they're going to fall into their own healing, their own work. And I'm hearing they're just going around with this brag energy, like, it's like they talking. I'm hearing they're not even saying the full situation, because if they was to say the full situation and what fully truly happened and what they were also doing and or didn't do, they wouldn't. But then again, they would have an upright tower moment. They're not ready for that accountability. They're not ready to be seen in a light that isn't pretty. They're not ready for people to look at them and be like, oh, that person, I don't trust anybody that's everybody's friend. Because what you're telling them, you may not be telling them. And these people, it's just, I don't know. You, everybody friend. Everybody fuck with you. Everybody fuck with you. Okay? Think about the most loved person that you can think of. There's somebody out there that does not fuck with them. Think about somebody, and not saying that this takes it away from people that have characters that are, amazing and nice, because even those people be like, I just don't like them. I just do not fuck with them. I just do not like them. Something about them. Or the way that they do this, you can't be liked by everybody, but this person feels that is the need to do so because, again, they're afraid to look at themselves, and you've recognized a long time ago you can't, and I don't want to be. So that has been your reading. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, baby. And wishing you all the love and all the best. Until next time.